but roughly 25 years ago, or when it was 25 years old, it was released. Okay. 40. 50 years there. So it grew a fair bit the first 25 years, second 25 years. It grew this much, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 59 years old, that tree was.
So from the dark ring to the outer light one?
Yeah, this is called heartwood, and this is sapwood, the white stuff. So there's nutrients going up and down in the sapwood, up and down the stem, but the heartwood, there's nothing going up and down it. See the egg mass here? Gypsy moth egg mass. And it's been attacking, at the Prairie River, it's been attacking the maples, which it usually doesn't do. So between gypsy moth and forest tan caterpillar, our maple trees have had a rough go. So if we can knock that down so the little critters don't hatch.
There's many different uses across the county forests, anything from hunting to cycling, hiking, and or just passive, different forms of passive recreation like cross-country skiing, snowshoeing. So there's a real balance of activities for people using the forests, and there's a real sort of balancing act there to make sure we try and meet people's needs. Forest management and forest recreation can work quite well together, but we do have to think about it in the long term. For instance, things like trails may have to be closed down during the management of the forest, but often trails can be designed to follow the same trails that we use for forest management purposes. They can be used for recreation opportunities, hiking, cycling, cross-country skiing, but then those very same trails can be used for forest management purposes in the future. Craig County is taking an active role in their forests. It's not something that's just going on today, it's gone on for hundreds of years. And one good example would be Algonquin Park. It's been managed for hundreds of years sustainably for forest products. And so Craig County, when they manage their forests, really isn't that different. They're carrying on an activity that's good for the local economy, and it's good for the overall health of the forest.
With the county being so large and our forests literally being all over the whole county, that we can give people a variety of options of where they want to go. So if they're coming up and they're staying in the Blue Mountains area, we've got forests there. If they're coming up staying in On Sound, we've got forests there. So I think our geography is a little bit more spread out in terms of forests, and then the different activities they can do at each forest. I think people should just be aware that a lot of the forests are being logged and used for forestry reasons. So there can be logging and forestry equipment in there at any time, and that also we do allow hunting in several of our county forests. Be aware of the local hunting seasons. Most notably, the rifle season for deer in November is a big one. That's when we do see a lot of people coming to our area to hunt, not just the locals. So that's always the first full week in November, but people can always call the tourism offices and ask about hunting seasons. So when you get to the county forest, for the most part, there's usually a map at the trailhead or at the parking lot showing you the different loops and the different lengths of trails available in the forest, as well as trail markings along the way, so you know where you're going and which trail. Usually they're color-coded, but we are trying to improve some of the signage and markings in the near future.
So Grey County has a forestry management bylaw in addition to management plans for our own forest properties, and the bylaw covers any forested property within the county. So if you're a landowner with forest on their property, there are rules and regulations to clear cut property, to do a managed cut. Forestry management occurs regularly in all of the county forests. We aren't in the same forest every year. Generally, harvesting occurs every 10 years in a plantation and every 15 years in hardwoods. The county invests money annually within our budget for trail improvement. The county has many partnerships with trail user clubs, including the OFSC, the mountain bike clubs, the Glenelg Nordic Ski Club, the Ontario Trails Network, and many other clubs. Portions of our forests also contain parts of the Bruce Trail.